So back in 2019, Samsung released a tablet called the Galaxy Tab A 10.1. I feel like at that time, people thought this was a downgrade to the previous Tab A 10.5 inch, but unfortunately, I never got to check that one out. The price was pretty good for this tablet, considering it was Samsung's budget or entry-level tablet, and it sort of served as an easy way to get into the Samsung ecosystem. You get a 10.1 inch screen, 1920 by 1200 resolution. I feel like the screen on this tablet actually looks a little bit better than the new Galaxy Tab A8. The one thing you will notice is the bigger bezels on top and bottom, but that was pretty common back in 2019. Good thing is you can get 2160p or upscaled to 4K resolution on YouTube videos, where you only get 1080p resolution on the newer Galaxy Tab A8. You also get full HD playback, where you only get SD playback on the Galaxy Tab A8, at least the version I have. You get a 6150 milliamp hour battery, which lasted about 6.5 hours before it finally ran out of juice. That's really only a half hour less than the Galaxy Tab A8. You shouldn't have any problems getting through the whole day with normal usage, or even a couple days if you turn the screen brightness down. Performance wise, you get an Exynos 7904 processor. It's actually going to be similar performance to the Tab A8, obviously depending on which version you have, because there's a version with 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of storage. If you get the versions with higher storage, you're going to get 3 GB of RAM. So as you can guess, Geekbench testing is not going to be that great on here. 238 for single core, 597 on multi-core scores, but still it's going to be similar performance to the newer Galaxy Tab A8, which really is not that good considering the Galaxy Tab A8 is 2 years newer. But when you're moving around the software, I don't think people are going to notice a huge difference between the two. You get HD graphics, high frame rates on games like PUBG Mobile. Asphalt 9 runs nice and smooth, and the graphics look pretty nice and sharp on here as well. The only thing I noticed is sometimes the Galaxy Tab A8 is going to load games a little bit faster, but it's still pretty decent at gaming in 2022 considering the specs and the price. Now when it comes to the software, it's currently on Android 11, One UI 3.1. I just got a security patch, that's February 2022. I believe it launched with Android 9. Now you're not going to get Samsung DeX on here like you get on the more expensive tablets, but you can still connect a keyboard and mouse to do some multitasking. It's going to be fine for most normal stuff like watching movies, browsing online, reading, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I don't think this tablet is going to get Android 12, so this might be one of the last videos I do on this tablet, which is kind of sad considering this is one of my most popular items that I've reviewed on the channel. I guess that's sort of the downside when you get something with lower end specs. It's only going to last so long when it comes to software updates. Now you only get 2 bottom firing speakers on this tablet. Good thing is it's got Dolby Atmos, and you get a headphone jack on here as well. So sure, it's not going to be quite as good or as loud as the 4 speakers on the Tab A8, but in my opinion, it still gets the job done. Here's just a quick sample of what it sounds like. Now when it comes to cameras, I've got to be honest, they're not real good on here. Will they work for Zoom meetings? Sure. As long as you have really good lighting. You get an 8 megapixel rear facing camera, 5 megapixel front facing, and you do get 1080p resolution for video recording. You just sort of have to be patient and have really good lighting to get decent photos and video. Here's a few samples just to give you an idea of what kind of quality you get on this tablet. So that's pretty much all the time I've got for this one. Hopefully this gave you a little bit closer look at the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 inch that came out in 2019. Like I said, this might be one of the last videos I do on this tablet, unfortunately, as it's probably not going to be getting any more software updates. I don't know, I may do another video looking back at this one eventually, but I'm hoping Samsung is gonna come out with more budget-friendly tablets later this year. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.